Imagine this. Your son enters teenagedom and you, being the goated parent you are, surely I said that right, have $5,000 all ready to go for a special 13th birthday trip to insert the ideal location of your newly established teen here. And imagine this. Summer camp is back. Yeah. Already. But no sweat, dude. You already have $1,500 ready to enroll all 3 kids into sleepaway camp for the summer, and you have officially unlocked your week off of parenthood. And imagine this. Your child spies the perfect Christmas gift for their sibling. Their eyes light up with excitement. You say, oh, wait, oh, hold on. Targets, man. They make the world go round. Or something slightly less dramatic than that. And they're one of the easiest and most satisfying ways to empower us to spend purposefully, save aspirationally, and give generously. Because truly, having a spending plan isn't just about getting all the bills paid on time and knocking out the student loans and saving up for the inevitable dreaded car repair. Although, personally, big fan of all those things too. But making sure we're also using our money to invest in what brings us joy, gives us life, makes it all worth it. Like making sure the kids get to make memories doing summer sports, or getting yourself a new pair of running shoes every summer because you happily and literally run them into the ground every year. So today, I'm gonna show you how you can milk these bad boys for all they're worth. Tangent time. Remember Mad Libs? There's that little story with words missing here and there, and it's your quirky little job to fill in the most random nouns and adjectives and body parts you can think of. All right, you guys ready? My name is Cookie Monster. Okay. And I am 42 kajillion years old. And if I were the president, I would do a bunch of purple things. Oh, you guys, what? Comedic gold. But instead of plugging in your nouns and your verbs and your always slightly disappointing adjectives, you're filling in the blank with dates and dollars and watching all your financial needs get checked off your fully funded list one by one. Show me something more satisfying than that. Okay, I will wait. Okay, for starters, you can add a target to any and all categories in your spending plan, and in fact, we very much recommend you do add a target to all categories. Main reason being, it gives you the utmost clarity on what your spending and savings goals are, but it also allows for maximum efficiency of YNAB's smart and sassy auto-assign button, which you can learn more about in my auto-assign video that I will link below, and perhaps maybe up here. We'll see if that happened. I'll walk through the basic creation of a few targets, and if you want some extra credit, stick around for the end where I'll share a few more unique examples of how I'd use targets. Now, the great news about targets, 75% of the target creation process is completely self-explanatory. So let's start with something simple and standard like your internet bill. Start by selecting the frequency of the expense. You pay for internet monthly. Tell YNAB how much money you want to make sure to designate to this expense. Let's say your internet bill is $100 every month. And tell YNAB when you want to have that money ready to go by. Your internet bill is due on the 18th. 75%, totally knocked out, easy, sweet peasy. And now we come to our fourth factor, the one that determines how this target functions. Just ask yourself, what do I want this target to do when it's time to reset? We have 2 options here. The set aside another option will prompt you to put this much money in this category every time the target resets, no matter what. It's perfect for expenses that are the exact same amount every time they hit, like your Netflix subscription, that once a month daycare payment, your annual AAA membership fee, or heyo, your monthly internet bill. But it's also a great option if you want any unspent money in this category to roll over into the next month and build up over time, like contributing monthly to an auto repair category or a home improvement category. So let's go ahead and save this target with the set aside another option. Now we can see all the target information we just entered right here on the category. And if you're not a fan of having all this information out here in the middle of your screen, you can always turn your progress bars off by switching to a condensed view. Me, personally, give me all the info, please. Both this funding message on the category and this yellow on the available amount are telling us that this target has yet to be met and needs some dollars assigned to it to be funded. So we'll take 100 of our ready to assign dollars and assign them to this category. Now we can see our category has flipped to green and this target is fully funded, ready to pay your internet bill right on the 18th. Now let's scoot on back and look at our refill up to option with another target example. How about groceries? Everybody's got those. You like to buy groceries weekly, you give yourself $200 each trip, and you always shop on Mondays. As our babysitter says at the end of just about every single sentence, slay. Now, the refill up to option will take any available money left in the category at the end of a month and apply it to next month's target, making it so you only need to assign the difference in the next month to re-meet your target, aka to put that in English. If a category has a $100 target and you spend 75 of that this month, the remaining $25 will carry over and apply to next month's target, so you're only needing to add $75 back into this target to re-meet the target. Can she say target one more time? This is the option you're going to want to use when you don't want any leftover dollars in this category to build up over time, but instead want the category to function more like a use it or lose it kind of situation. Let's watch how it works for our groceries category. Just like before, we can see our target details right on the category, except this time we're seeing a weekly target in action, right? Instead of saying you need $200 every Monday, YNAB's done the math for us and told us we'll need $800 to fund our 4 Monday grocery trips this month, each week represented by a $200 segment. Now, fun little nugget about weekly targets. The target will adjust itself based on when you start the target and how many days that money is needed that month. So if I set up my target in the middle of the month when there's only 2 Mondays left, we would only see 2 segments in our progress bar. $400 to fund our 2 $200 grocery trips. And okay, but what about those months that have like 5 Mondays? Like this July? No biggie, YNAB knows, and it'll make sure you're setting aside $1,000 this month to cover all 5 of those grocery trips. Not too shabby. Now, little pro tip when creating your targets. If you're paralyzed on which type to choose for any given category in your spending plan, go ahead and roll with set aside another. It'll always leave you with just enough or more than you need. And like anything in life, you can always come back and change your mind on these target details at any time. So if after a few months you realize a refilling style target better suits a certain category, just change it. Same with the amount, same with the due date, day of the week, whatever. Now, unshockingly, if that is a word, setting up a yearly target is the exact same as weekly or monthly and can also be started whenever. Let's say you need $1,500 by July for the sleepaway camp the kids have been going to every summer since they could walk. That's only like 3 months away, so YNAB crunches the numbers and has you dropping $500 in this category this month, the next month, and the next month to meet your $1,500 goal by then. But the good news, you're never gonna forget to save up that $1,500 for summer camp again, because once the target resets for next year, it'll spread your $1,500 goal out across all 12 months instead, meaning you'll be setting aside a much more palatable $125 a month next year instead of $500. Which, I mean, at that point, you might as well tell me summer camp is free. $125, that's a steal. Send me to camp. Now, there is one more way we can set up targets that has a few extra special features, and that's our custom option. First reason you might want to use the custom option, if you have a target that repeats on a more unique cadence, like your twice-a-year car insurance. I'd probably set that up as a set aside another target since you always know exactly how much it is. Or your every 3-month water bill. I'd recommend making this one a refill up to target since you're usually just kind of guessing how much you're gonna need with these types of bills, and any dollars you don't end up spending this quarter, you can just put toward next quarter's bill. The second feature the custom option has is the have a balance of function. This is perfect for when you have that big lofty savings goal you want to hit, like $10,000 for a new deck, or if you ever have a balance you want to maintain and not spend from, like an emergency fund. You also have the ability to have a due date for this savings balance or turn it off altogether. If you tell YNAB, I want a $5,000 emergency fund by next summer, YNAB will make sure you're putting away exactly enough to meet this target by the time you want. But if you tell YNAB, I just want $5,000 eventually, no due date in mind, YNAB will let you work at your own pace. No monthly amount to contribute, no yellow nudges if you move money away from this goal, just a $0 to $5,000 progress bar that you can fill up at your own pace. And that is basically it. All you need to know to use targets to their fullest. They are so simple, so easy. Just plug and play your needs and YNAB really does the rest for you. But if you're hanging around for that extra credit opportunity, I'll take you through a few more unique examples of how you can use targets. Let's kick off with number 1. You pay each of your 3 kids a $10 allowance every Monday. Good for you. You set the category up with a weekly set aside another target. Sometimes they choose to spend it, sometimes they don't. With the set aside target, this ensures any weekly allowance they don't spend builds up over time, like a little YNAB piggy bank for their sacred dollars. Cool parent points. Example number 2, you have a babysitter who comes over 3 days a week and you pay them $100 each time they come. So let's set a weekly refill target for $300, and let's just say you pay them on Fridays. With this setup, if the sitter ever calls in sick or your family goes on vacation, instead of that unspent money building up over time, it'll simply reapply any leftover money in this category at the end of the month to your target for next month. So let's say you ended up canceling the babysitter 3 times for the month of May. When you click into next month, that $300 you didn't spend is gonna carry over, and you're only dropping $900 in this category instead of $1,200. Did you just save $300 or what just happened? And lastly, number 3, we are always planning for the holidays over here, so we're gonna make a yearly refill target for holiday gifts. YNAB's been having you set aside $83 in this category each month since January to have $1,000 just for gifts for your friends and family. That's amazing. But you luck out and only end up spending $900, a little overachiever. That $100 you didn't spend will just be applied toward next year's holiday goal, meaning all next year, you're only gonna need to tuck away $75 a month for holiday gifts in order to achieve that same glorious $1,000 allowance you had last year. Did you just win the holidays? What? So, as I really hope you saw in today's video, targets are truly your best friend when it comes to meeting your goals, planning for the things that bring you joy, and never experiencing that out of the blue stomach-dropping wallet drainer ever again. If you're a fan of targets, share how you use them to get the most out of your spending plan. As always, can't wait to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So now, after canceling 3... So disappointing when I yawn, like I didn't ask for this. Oh, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. I have the energy of 1,000 Pomeranians. But if you... Ooh, why did I just yell? Sorry guys, I am so sorry. I'm feeling really sassy today. Yes, 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 yes. Today's episode is brought to you by my lobster claws. I'm loving this energy. It's giving unhinged. What the heck? Oh, fart. What the fart? An hour. Not bad. Holla back, she did it, yeah. It's great, oh yeah.